Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
It ain't Friday. 9:03. How are y'all doing today? CJ Nasello. It's our daily show right here on RiverBender.com and on Roku TV. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I did. My soccer team that I coached with the Alton Irish had just a great tournament, and they won all three of their first games and then lost a tough one in the finals. But, really just great to watch them get better and better, and just great to be a part of it. We're back here with a great week of shows, and we'll be busy all week. We're bringing you sectional soccer coverage tomorrow night. Plus, we got the Thursday night Halloween parade, and on Saturday we got the Country Music Festival in Grafton, on top of all of our daily shows already scheduled. So a busy week, but it's good for me because that means I get a half a day today. Hey, here's what's coming down the pipeline. We're going to be talking to Lataj Peoples. He called me the other day and told me he was running for mayor, pulled petitions, and as always, we let everybody come on the show that's running for public office to fill us in on their platforms, their ideas, and what, really who they are as a person. I think that's a great way to do it, and kind of, brings those conversations in a different way. And we'll talk to any and all mayoral candidates and the aldermanic races as well, those candidates too. So if you're one of those people and still haven't had the opportunity to come on, send me an email and we'll make sure that we get your message out. And then Hayner Library joins us at 10:35 today. But at 9:04, here's what's happening around the River Bend. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update. You can join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week, and on Saturdays with Around the River Bend. Plus, with your RiverBender.com app, you get all of that at the touch of a button at a moment's notice. We'll take you to very serious news from the weekend. Authorities are investigating a head-on collision that occurred in Godfrey on the evening of October the 25th. At approximately 8:33 p.m., the Madison County Sheriff's Office and the Godfrey Fire Department responded to the crash site on Godfrey Road near Davis Lane. Preliminary investigations indicate that a blue passenger vehicle was traveling northbound in the southbound lanes when it collided with a southbound vehicle. Both occupants had to be extracted and were airlifted to hospitals in the St. Louis area, along with the driver of the southbound vehicle. We will keep you updated as more details from this crash start to roll out as this investigation continues. A dramatic police chase in Alton ended with a vehicle crashing into a home on 9th Street on Saturday. The incident occurred around 2 p.m. when a truck fled from authorities, striking two other vehicles before colliding with the house. The driver, who crashed into the home, fled the scene, prompting an investigation by the Madison County Sheriff's Office, assisted by the Illinois State Police. The Alton Fire Department responded to the scene and managed a small fire caused by this crash. More updates are expected as this investigation unfolds. The Rosewood Heights Fire Department responded to a two-car accident on Friday night in the 500th block of East Airline, where one vehicle rolled over. Firefighters found an overturned truck alongside another vehicle with significant front-end damage. Alton Memorial Ambulance was also dispatched to the scene, reporting minor injuries due to that collision. The Madison County Sheriff's Department launched an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the accident. Authorities urge anyone with information to come forward as they work to determine the cause of this incident. The Village of Godfrey's F.E. Widman Trail is set to officially open in just a few weeks. We touched on this on Friday's show. This will connect Gladesbrook Park to La Vista Park. Village engineer Richard Baran reports that, despite some delays due to erosion and shipping issues, the major construction work is complete. Once the erosion is addressed, the final touches will include installing solar-powered beacons and stripping the crosswalk. The trail will significantly improve access for residents, linking to the Sam M. Vidalabine Bike Trail and the broader MCT trail systems. A ribbon-cutting ceremony is anticipated to celebrate the trail's opening. Also in the news today, the Illinois Department of Healthcare and Family Services announced that 19 certified behavioral health clinics are now providing mental health care and substance use treatments. This initiative aims to enhance access to critical behavioral health services, including crisis care for individuals facing barriers to care. HFS Director Elizabeth Whitehorn emphasized the importance of these services in addressing the needs of individuals in crisis. Illinois was selected as one of 10 states for the federal CCBHC Medicaid demonstration program, which ensures comprehensive reimbursement for services and mandates that clinics serve all individuals seeking care regardless of their circumstances. Madison County State's Attorney Tom Hayner also announced that Carlos G. Mosley, 24, has been convicted of first-degree murder for the stabbing death of Tyrese L. Owens, who was just 21 years old. Mosley received a 25-year sentence, serving 100% under Illinois law. The crime occurred on November the 8th. Of last year, 2023, when Mosley and a co-defendant tracked Owens and attacked him outside of his apartment. After fleeing to Belleville, Mosley was apprehended by police. Hayner expressed hope that the conviction brings closure to Owens' family and commended the law enforcement for their efforts to bring Mosley to justice, noting the importance of pushing cases to trial. Also in the news today, Schnucks Market announced that customers donated $135,000 to support the United Way during their recent Roundup to the Register campaign. Held from September the 18th through August the 1st, all Roundup contributions will directly benefit local United Way chapters, aiding their mission to create opportunities for community members. The funds will also support United Way's 211 helpline, a vital resource available 24/7 in multiple languages. Schnucks has had a long-standing partnership with United Way, having raised over $2.3 million in 2023 alone. This collaborative effort reflects Schnucks' commitment to nourishing lives and supporting local communities. Let's take a look at weather. It's 51 degrees, and it was a little chilly this morning. Just being honest. Humidity at 68%, but it feels like 54 out there. Partly sunny with a warm breeze and a start of a period of much warmer weather. How about that? I'm wearing the wrong outfit today. Tonight, partly cloudy, windy, and warm. Temperatures for the next couple of days will be up there. Listen to this. Today, temperatures reach 77 degrees, and on Tuesday, a high of 81, a low of 63 degrees. On Wednesday, a high of 80, a low of 52 degrees, and on Thursday, a 60% chance of rain. Temperatures will only reach 60 degrees on Thursday and will drop down to 39 overnight on Halloween night as we head into Friday. On Friday, the first day of November, man, that's weird to say, a high of 62 and a low of 43 degrees. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 51 degrees in downtown Alton. It feels like 54 for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather. Hey, what do you do in the week of November the 2nd? Actually, what do you just do in November the 2nd? How about that? You know, this is awesome. I've always been a fan of this great event, and that's the Craft Beverage Festival. It's returning November the 2nd, and producers in the Great Rivers and Routes region are serious about their craft. I mean, you all know that. You're serious about which beverage you like. Their craft spirits, that is. Craft Beverage Festival is the perfect time to check out the local scene and discover the craftsmanship that goes into each and every single pour. You know what I think's so great about the Craft Beverage Festival? It's a great opportunity to explore so many folks in this Southern Illinois area that do just top-notch work. I mean, we're talking Wild Pickens Winery, Schlafly and Highland Square, Old Herald Distillery and Brewery, Moondrops and Wellness, Historic Red Rooster, Flourish Farmstead, Blue Stem Vodka Distillery, Old Bakery Beer Company, and of course the Grafton Winery and Brew House. Just those alone to go stop on in and really get to learn some more about it. Now, tickets are just $25 per person, but here's what I like. Designated driver tickets for the folks that maybe don't want to drink or not going to drink or just going to be the safe individual to get us all home. They're just $10 per person for designated drivers, $25 for those that do drink. But if you click on the RiverBender.com wallpaper, it'll take you right to that page on the Rivers and Routes website where you can purchase your tickets. From Old Herald in Collinsville, Blue Stem in Bethalto, Old Bakery in Alton, and Grafton Winery and Brew House in Grafton, the Craft Beverage Festival celebrates the dedication and skill it takes to create great tasting local beverages. Tickets guarantee entry to the event with drinks and free food samples from Old Bakery, Blackbird Bakery, and the Mother Road Fudge Shop, Fox's Boxes, and more. You can enjoy live music by Andrew Dahl throughout the festival, so grab your friends and a drink and have a great old time. At 9:13, for more information, riversandroutes.com, or click on the RiverBender.com wallpaper. We got a lot to talk about today, so why don't we get to it? With that being said, why don't we do this? We'll take a look at downtown Alton, and I can come back and, ramble a little bit later after this. But 9:13, and let's go see what downtown's looking like. How about that? See you soon.
Psycho killers, better run, 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 run away. Oh,
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you. you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was going to make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com.
Scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder.
Welcome back.
In surprise when you hear
9:17, a little bit of change on this Monday morning. Hey, why don't we do this? We're waiting for Lataj to join us and fill us in on his campaign. And now it's time for me to take you to what happened on this date in history. Let's go and do this. We haven't done this in a while. I'm excited. I get to have some fun today. Hey, on this date in history, there's a couple of big ones. The first one is the Statue of Liberty was dedicated on this date in 1886. U.S. President Grover Cleveland officially dedicated the Statue of Liberty, that gift from the people of France, to the people of the United States. Ooh, thank goodness for a cough button. On this date in 2023, a sad day for so many of us, American actor Matthew Perry, who played Chandler on Friends, died at the age of 54. And on this date in 2007, Argentinian lawyer, politician Cristina Fernández de Kirchner became the first woman elected president of Argentina. On this date in 1967, Julia Roberts was born. In 1965, the Gateway to the Arch, or the Gateway Arch of the Gateway to the West in St. Louis, designed by that Finnish-born American architect, was completed on this date in 1965. Bill Gates was born on this date. Wow, how about that? There's a lot of stuff happening. And on this date in 1919, Congress overrode President Wilson's veto and passed the Volstead Act, providing enforcement guidelines for prohibition. That was in 1919. And Harvard University in 1636, the oldest institute of higher learning in the United States, was founded on this date in 1636. But also, there's a few more. In 1972, the first ever video game was released by Atari, and you all know what it is: Pong. Simple yet revolutionary game marked the beginning of the modern video game industry, paving the way for the entertainment medium that would grow into that multi-billion-dollar industry. Today, gaming is that integral part of so many people's lives, and just crazy how it all started less than, well, what, about 50 years ago on Pong. There you go. Okay, on this date in music, let's take a look. I'm telling you, I'm getting better on these date and history articles. If they're not good, I'm just passing by them. You know what I'm saying here? On this date in music history in 2013, this one really became an anthem for so many people. Lorde had her debut single on this date in 2013, and it was this song.
No postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be wrong.
Royals on this date in 2013 released the debut single of Lorde, making her the youngest solo artist to score a UK #1 since Billy Piper's Because We Want To in 1998. Also, on this date in music history, Afro Man. Okay, here we go. Started a 2-week run at number 1 on the UK singles chart with the one and only Because I Got High. The song about how cannabis use was degrading his quality of life rose from obscurity to popularity after it was circulated around the internet on this date in 2001. On this date in 1995, one of the best, Coolio featuring LV, scored his first UK number 1 and also just dominated the US charts with Gangsta's Paradise. The song sampled the chorus of 1976 Stevie Wonder's song Pastime Paradise and was featured in the 1995 movie Dangerous Minds. Let's see. On this date in 1972, Stevie Wonder released his 15th studio album, Talking Book. And the album's first track, which became a number 1 hit on the Billboard charts and earned Wonder his first Grammy Award, well, it was this song.
That's why I'll always be around.
You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart.
I feel like this is the beginning. Though I've loved you.
You are the sunshine of my life. That's a great song. Isn't that just such a pretty song? On this date in 1972. Also on this date in 1972, Who? Yeah, the band, Who. The United States Council for World Affairs announced it was adopting this Who song as its official theme.
When you hear the sound coming, hear the drums drumming, I want you to join together with the band. We don't move in any particular directions, and we don't make no collections. I want you to join together with the band.
Joined together on this date in 1972, the official theme tune for the United States Council of World Affairs. On this date in 1967, Diana Ross and the Supremes, their greatest hits, started a 5-week run at number 1. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And one of the songs that were featured on that greatest hits album was this song. That's a nice song, too. Stop in the Name of Love. And that's pretty much a look at what happened on this date in music history. Any other good ones? Man. Let's see who was born on this date in history and music. Anyone good? Charlie Daniels was born on this date. Of course, The Devil Went Down to Georgia and passed away at the age of 83 in 2020. Also played the Alton Amphitheater, who was awesome. And that's a look at what happened on this date in history at 9:25. A little bit of change. Before I take a quick break, Denise Sparks is the best. You know, there's something about an individual that gets a phone call and says, will you go be one of our keynote speakers at the Junk Expo in Las Vegas? I mean, she is really turning heads. And what Denise Sparks does so well is really just that commitment to community, you know, where she's there to pick up the phone. She's there to answer and be that kind of, you know, support staff for her own company because, you know, gone are the days really where you call and you got to press 3 and then you hope for the best and you hope that the rep knows what they're talking about. When you call Denise Sparks and you call Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling, you're going to get Denise or someone directly under Denise that can answer the questions and take care of you. And that's what people miss. I mean, what I think's great too about Sparks, we're coming up on Christmas season. I know we haven't gotten to Halloween yet, so don't yell at me, but we're there. And what I love is that free Christmas tree pickup program that she does and offers for the community for free, plus the valet trash service. So if you're an older individual out there and, maybe the kids are starting to tell you, hey, maybe it's time to start looking for maybe downsizing the home or maybe moving into assisted living because of some mobility issues. Well, one of the things that she does help with, and it's not going to, change, the whole dynamic, but it could add to maybe staying in that home, is the valet trash service, where that team will knock on your door, say Happy Monday to you. They're going to go in there into your kitchen, take the trash out of the receptacle, or trash can. They're going to take it down to your receptacle, and they're going to dump it themselves. I love Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling. Now, listen, it's getting cold. You don't want to fail this winter. And what I mean by that is everyone always says, well, when the weather gets warmer, I'm going to clean out that basement. You never do. You never do. Don't lie to yourself and quit lying to your neighbors that it's going to get picked up. Make the phone call to Sparks. They do it in that eco-environmental friendly way. They do so much, whether it's demolitions, hoarder houses, or the fact that you guys just kind of let it all slip away. Your neighbor's been reporting you to the alder people for a long time and wanting you cited for an ordinance violation. So call Denise Sparks, clean up that mess, and have Sparks Junk Removal and Hauling for 30 years, who have been the queen of junk. I'm telling you what, they're going to take care of you every step of the way. SparksJunkRemoval.net. That's SparksJunkRemoval.net. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way because, well, as always, it's a joint effort.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway safe rubber tire dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at SparksJunkRemoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper.
Oh, man. I got a fever. I got a fever. I need more cowbell. Welcome back, 9:30 on the nose. It's a Monday morning. We are going to be talking to Lataj Peoples at 10 o'clock. That's going to get moved back a little bit. But while I have you, I wanted to fill you in really briefly, if I had the opportunity to do so, on this. So today is National Make a Difference Day. And this day invites individuals, communities, and organizations to engage in acts of kindness and service to uplift those around them. It serves as a reminder that even small actions can have a significant impact on the lives of others. And, you know, what this does is now it was founded by USA Weekend magazine, is that even around anymore, in 1992 with the intent of encouraging volunteerism and community service. The initiative gained traction with millions of Americans participating annually. The day emphasizes the importance of collective effort in addressing challenges and enhancing community well-being. So, there are a couple of ways, if you're feeling up to it today, to make a difference and volunteer at local charities, nonprofits, animal shelters, community cleanup days. We have a ton of those, and fundraising for causes. Plus, you can also just do random acts of kindness. Making a difference also doesn't always require that formal volunteer work. I mean, hell, we've been in that store where somebody's fumbling for a couple of bucks, or maybe they got, $10 and it was $11.01. Maybe take care of that for them, or just pay it forward. Whether it's buying a stranger a cup of coffee or leaving a generous tip for a server, those small gestures can create a ripple effect of goodwill. You can also donate clothing and household items and make a difference by doing something like creating a service project, teaching kindness, or even sharing stories about different individuals overcoming circumstances and how they made a difference too. So you can also build community engagement by having community fairs, skill sharing workshops, civic engagement drives, or you can just do what us millennials do. Create a hashtag. Develop that hashtag for your community events that encourages people to share their experiences with others, or share their stories. Post stories and images of acts of kindness on platforms like Instagram or Facebook to showcase that there is good in social media and showcase those acts of kindness. Plus, challenge others. Start that challenge. Encourage your friends and followers on social media. We're talking specifically for social media right now, to perform acts of kindness using your chosen hashtag to track participation. But really, the big thing is just, honestly, think about that today. And it's one of those where we've all done this, where we've been in the worst mood of our life. You're, the week, and you're angry, and all of a sudden, maybe, it was a little thing like the guy didn't see you whenever he was, getting in your turn lane or getting in your lane, and he almost, maybe got a little too close, and you're berating him, you're ready to go. And then 2 minutes after the fact, you kind of feel like you're a jerk for doing that. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. So make a difference today, Instead of, getting angry the fact that, you've been in the McDonald's drive-thru for 23 minutes and all that good stuff, well, just sit there and wait, and all of a sudden you can maybe take care of the person behind you, or give that fast food worker a tip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goodness gracious, they're working all the time. So make a difference today. And if you want to see more on that, you can go to our RiverBender.com article, where you can learn how you can maybe create some inspiring ways to make a difference. While I have you here, I kind of just wanted to say something. A couple of weeks ago, we had an interview with the South Roxana Dads Club with Tony and Mike, and I just saw the other day that Tony passed away, and really just terrible news, and such a wonderful individual. And I only knew Tony for the couple of minutes he was in the studio, but what was really nice, and even before the interview and after the interview, was just hearing his love for people and his love for his community. And like I said, I'm not, in any way, shape, or form, close or affiliated with the family, but just know, if you're tuning in today, that my thoughts and prayers are with you. And he was just a wonderful man, and really was just a complete difference maker. So talking about making a difference, that National Make a Difference Day, I think Tony did that every day. And just wanted to kind of use that article to direct that back to just a great individual. So my thoughts, my sympathies are sympathies at RiverBender.com as you navigate this really difficult time. At 9:35, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a little bit of a tape conversation, and then we'll talk to Lataj Peoples in a couple of minutes after all the content keeps rolling.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
Welcome back. The time is 10:35 on this Monday morning, and who wants to win some money? I do. You know, I'm telling you what, I played the slot machines, and I have filled every pothole in the state of Illinois about 15 times this month. I have not lost so much since, I don't even know when. But we got Tony and Mike in the studio. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Oh, pretty good.
Just fine.
Really cool. Thanks for joining us. And on November the 6th, folks, it's that Wednesday night, 7 p.m. The doors open at 4 p.m., but it's color ball. 12 color ball games with a total payout of $4,400 at the South Roxana's Dad's Club, right here at 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana, just right down the road. And then a regular bingo every Saturday night as well. But, before we talk about the event, I see a lot of the posts from the South Roxana Dad's Club and see some of the events you do, the Halloween stuff and all of that. And I honestly I think it's a great service and a great organization for the community. Let's talk about the history of it, because you were sharing with me that the group was started in 1948.
Well, it was chartered with the state of Illinois in 1948. I think it started in 46 or 47.
Really?
By a bunch of fathers that wanted to have a little carnival in Charlie Jurgovic's grocery store parking lot for the Boy Scouts.
I'll be darned.
And that's how it originally started. And then ultimately, they were chartered in 9/11/1948.
Wow.
And we've been in existence since then.
Well, and how has the group grown throughout the years and added to its repertoire of events and really become a little bit of a staple, really, in the community?
Well, in the early days, it started as an original with a homecoming.
Okay.
And it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for over 65 years until homecoming started going downhill.
Yeah.
And we ultimately had to quit. But in 1972, we started having bingo on Saturday nights to help get the income because the homecomings were decreasing. And that's how we ended up. Now bingo is our sole support. And then 4 years ago, we opened a little pub in our little clubhouse, and we have gaming and several pool leagues and stuff like that help pay the bills so we can give away money.
Well, hold on. The pool thing's important. The pool league is important. There is not a lot of places to play pool anymore in this community.
Well, we have 2 teams on Monday and 2 teams on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, we just picked up our second team.
Can folks join still? Is it full?
It's the winter season just started. We're
Okay.
into our 5th week. As a matter of fact, we just picked up another team that came in kind of late.
Okay.
But that really
Kinda-
really helps out the business and the pub and what have you, and all the local bars and that we travel to. It brings them in a little extra business, for the.
Yeah.
And it's all about the fun, we all have a good time. We don't take it too serious.
Well, and see, that's what I think's really cool about the whole group, because just the premise of it, having a bunch of older, dads, gentlemen of all ages coming together to provide services for the community. And if it's okay, can we talk about some of the things the Dads Club does, if it's cool?
Well, now that you've mentioned that, this is a big week because the Dads Club, in conjunction with the Village of South Roxana, is going to have a big trunk or treat Wednesday night.
It's on our community calendar already.
And also the South Roxana Parade is Thursday, and the Dads Club and the Ladies Auxiliary always cook hot dogs for all the people in the parade. So we couldn't have picked a better week. And then the following week, of course, is the big color ball on Wednesday night on the 6th.
Isn't it crazy how fast this month has flown by? I mean, we always say that like when we're in the store seeing it, man, fast, busy year. But this one really kind of has hit me in the mouth a little
When you
bit.
get my age, time really flies.
And to add to that, we are also hosting a Halloween party on November the 1st with a costume contest and everything. That's just
that's in the pub.
That's in our pub.
Is that 21 and over in the pub side?
yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
just
yes,
wanted to
sir.
make sure and
Yeah.
clarify
Yes,
that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, have the slot machines helped everything, having those in there, people hitting on those?
Well, considering the fact that the Dads Club's been a nonprofit organization and not a place where you can stop and get a beer every night, it's been a little slow. But it's coming along, and the pool leagues have really helped.
Really good to
And,
hear.
the pub is, it's you have your up and down weeks, but it's doing fine.
Well, and
it's
Tony,
doing better.
How long have you been with the Dads Club?
I joined the club in January 1966.
That's incredible.
You had to ask.
Longest serving member currently?
Right now I am, yeah.
Yes, he is. He's the boss.
No, I am not the boss.
Mike, how long have you been with the organization?
Well, thanks to Tony, he was after me for the last 10 years. He's been asking me to join the Dads Club, and I fought it for a few years, and then
Until
finally
he retired and got bored.
Finally,
Yep.
after about the 3rd time, I went ahead and gave in and joined the Dads Club 6 years ago, and he's gotten me pretty involved in that. And our former president, Buzzy Childers, he stepped down at the first of the year, so I stepped up and took that on as president of the club. This is my first year as president of the club. And
I stuck him on a tractor the first week.
How has the first year as president gone?
Well, it's been a little bit challenging. Like I say, I just retired 2 years ago, so that's freed me up some time. But some of my goals are to increase our membership. Our membership has really fallen, so I'm trying to bring in some new members. First of all, we were down to about 12 members, and I'd like to be at 30 or above. So it's hard to find people these days that want to volunteer their time, to a great cause, that's supported the community and done a lot for the community for all these years. And everybody that's grown up out there, they all have memories of whether they played on the playground as kids or like Tony had mentioned, some of the biggest homecomings in the area back in the day. And so I'd like to see that continue, for generations to come,
Well, with that being said, what are the age requirements? How is there any restrictions on
18-year-old male?
18-year-old male. And now, what are some of the things that volunteer would do throughout the year in case they're interested?
You got to be kidding. Well, we have a 10.5-acre park to maintain. And of course, there are buildings out there that we've built over the 70 years we've been in operation. And by the way, that bingo building was almost completely hand-built other than the outside structure.
Are you serious? That's incredible.
We contracted the outside shell, and that was it. All the insulation, all the bathrooms, everything was done by Dad's Club members.
Isn't it crazy what you can do if you just kind of roll up?
Well, we had electricians and carpenters. And, and nowadays, we couldn't do it today. But the Dad's Club, we usually average, of course, the pandemic really hurt us, but we usually average between 4 and 8 scholarships a year at Roxana High School.
Wow.
Over the years, back when South Roxana was not a real village, we used to contribute money to the South Roxana Elementary School, carpeting, water fountains, whatever they needed. Before South Roxana was even a village, the first policeman was a Dad's Club member working at McDonald who did it for free. And we bought a $1 car from Madison County and bought him a radio, and he was our cop.
That's
Ed
incredible.
Bailey was his name. He was a fantastic guy. And before the village became a village, we assisted the village water department was the Dad's Club guy and his wife, and Eldon Stearns and his wife. When we became a village, I could be wrong at this, but I think 6 of the last mayors were Dad's Club members.
That's incredible. Well, and see, Tony, this is what I think so great about the group, because I've had Mayor Callahan on, a couple of times on the show, and the big emphasis for me when I always talk to, Mayor Callahan or, Mayor Carlton in East Alton is that these smaller communities, what you guys have to do to get any bit of look or funding from any type of county, it doesn't happen. It's zero. It's all because you all roll up your sleeves and are actively being that word community and the true definition of community, not just going to the event, but actively participating, coming up with solutions, creating infrastructure. And I think that's really important for any 18, 25, 30-year-old to know that you aren't just going to join a group. I mean, we can all do that. You're joining a historic group that really has been instrumental in laying the foundation for South Roxana. Seriously, this is incredible.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Correct.
Well, and do you guys have a moment to stick around? Because we still got to talk about colorball and events and how we can all be a part of it.
Sure, we're here for you, CJ.
10:44, a little bit of change. Hey, before we take a quick break, one of friends of mine, Denise Sparks, has decided a couple of years ago that she was going to take on the big boy. She wanted to be a weekly trash provider. For 30 years, she hauled junk. And became the queen of junk demolitions on apartments, you name it. And now she's the queen of trash. She has these purple and yellow trash cans, and they're popping all over Madison County like bunny rabbits. Do you know why? Because when you call her, guess who answers the phone?
She does.
She does. Isn't that kind of unheard of anymore? Whether or not she's there to help you with your weekly trash needs, or I want to let folks know about this too. If you're an older adult and mobility is becoming a little bit of an issue, or you just had a hernia surgery, you can't lift, she has a valet trash pickup option where they will walk into your home, pick up the trash out of your trash can, take it down to the can, roll it out to the door, and they provide that service. Denise Sparks is truly one of the best. She ties down those trash trucks. There's never litter flying off of her truck. She truly does care. You can see how at sparksjunkremoval.net. Start your journey with the Queen of Junk today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
Welcome back. 10:48, a little bit of change. Hey, coming up on November the 6th, 7 p.m., the doors do open at 4 p.m. 12 color ball games on this Wednesday night raffle at the South Roxana Dad's Club, 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana. Give them a call. Learn more at 254-0051. It's 3 miles north of 270 on Route 111, 1 block past Casey's on 255 on Exit 5. Go west to Roxana Street. 4 additional $100 raffles. Man, you guys are pulling out all the ways we can win some money.
$4,400.
I'm excited about this. That'll do.
I'd love to see you show up.
Well, hey, you know what? If there's money involved, I'm probably there. So how does this work? How does the game break down on Saturday? How do the...
All right, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just how do we pay? How do we... how much does it cost?
There's a minimum buy of $40.
Okay.
For $40, you'll get 2, 4, 6, 8 color ball sheets.
Okay.
We play 4 sets, so you play them 2, 2, 2, and 2. Each set is a $200, a $300, and a $500 game. So that's $1,000 right there.
Yep.
And we do that 4 times, so that's $4,000. In between each set, we'll play a raffle game for $100, which is your other $400. So our total payout for the evening is $4,400.
This is
unless
really
I get a crazy idea and want to give away an extra $100 during a game or something. sometimes I do that. I did that Saturday night. But anyway, it's a great game, and it doesn't take long to give away $4,400.
Does it work like bingo? Is it the game?
It's kind of like bingo, except it doesn't have numbers. It has colors.
Oh, gotcha.
And you spell the word Lucky Pot. You have 8 columns going across and 8 columns going down, and each column has a different color. So L will have 8 different colors.
Gotcha.
U will have 8 different colors. So we have color balls in our machine, and we'll say L yellow, U red, C whatever, and you get a bingo crossways.
Okay.
Only one way.
Yeah.
There are other ways you can do it, and we're thinking about even trying that, but...
This is cool. I'm in. I'm 100% in. This is November the 6th. And just so you know, November the 6th isn't the only night you can go out and be a part of the fun. On Saturdays, they got regular bingo every Saturday night. What time does bingo start?
Doors open at 4 and bingo starts at 7. Same as the color ball.
Really cool. And the color ball is on Wednesday, November the 6th, 7 p.m. it starts. But again, doors open at 4. Now, 4 games for $200 winners, 4 games at $300 at a winner, 4 games at $500. And you can win some pretty darn good money out there. Now, tickets for the raffle are $1 a piece, correct? Is there a limit on how many raffle tickets I can buy?
No. They come in packs. For $20, you can get what they call a raffle pack, and there's 6 of each raffle there.
Really
so
cool.
you get 24 of them for $20.
Really cool. And now, do people have their trolls out in this too? Is this a pretty superstitious game?
They got their trolls. They got their dolls. they got their funny little rabbits. They got everything.
I'm telling you what, it
Some of them
scares
even
the
have little jingle bells. They get a bingo.
Hey, no, I got the bell. This is from the Polar Express I'm bringing.
There you go. There you go. There you
Until
go.
someone hits me in the mouth for winning.
To that, CJ, you know.
I'm here. I've got to go to that. This is on a Wednesday night. No, and honestly, I'll need it because guess what Tuesday is?
Voting.
It's drinking day. So so on Wednesday, shake off whatever election results come in and just go hang out, you know, and have some fun, raise some money for a good cause. And be a part of the community.
And before, you can go to the pub and play the gaming machines, or after. It's open till 1 o'clock.
And I'm telling you, I need to break my cold streak. So I think I might have to switch venues is what's happening here.
I would also like to add to that the Women's Auxiliary, we've got a kitchen in the back of the bingo hall, and they prepare food.
Oh, they serve the food.
Is it pretty good?
On Saturday nights, and they will be there on Colorball night. That's why we open the doors at 4 o'clock for people that are hungry and want to come in, and they can get a hamburger or a hot dog. They cook chili. They sell desserts.
They had river catfish 2 weeks ago on Saturday night.
I'll be damned. That's awesome. What a meal. This is great. And now, are they going to be serving food Wednesday, too, for Colorball night?
They will be.
It might be a little reduced because our crowd usually is, you know.
Yeah.
But as this is the first time we've had a Colorball in 3 years because COVID got us out. We did it for 2 years prior to that.
Yeah.
And this is our first Colorball, so we're starting back up. If this is as successful as it used to be, it's going to be every other month.
Oh, perfect. And help make this grow, guys. I mean, seriously, we'll bring this back and we're ready to go because you can win some good money. I mean, could you imagine you put $40 in a slot machine and you hit a $500 bonus? That never happens, but it could happen at this event, you know, very easily.
Yes, indeed.
So, Colorball's November the 6th. Doors open at 4. Doors open at 4. The event starts at 7. But you can go every Saturday night for regular bingo. Same time, 4 is when the doors open. 7 p.m. is when the event starts. However, there's some upcoming Halloween events you guys were talking about. Let's go hit on those and let's get the details out for the trunk or treat and the Halloween party.
Well, the trunk or treat is this Wednesday night, I don't know the date.
23rd.
23rd, yep.
And it'll be...
Thank God for you.
It'll be, it's in conjunction with the village, and it'll be on the parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday night is the parade. I'm not sure of the times, but I think it's about 5 o'clock the parade starts.
Starts at 5:30. Line up at 5.
They line up at 5.
Parade takes off.
And then
at
when they get
5:30.
finished, they bring the parade right into the park, and they give away the prizes while we've already been cooking hot dogs, and we give away between 400 and 500 hot dogs.
Yeah, free
and soda.
Free hot dogs and soda.
And that's from the Dad's Club and the Auxiliary. The Auxiliary has the hot dogs, and we have the soda.
Even when you say that, though, I mean, you know, people go, hot dogs and soda. Do the numbers on that. 500 hot dogs and 500 cans of soda.
Well, we'll let you write the check.
Pass. No. But I mean, it shows you though how important those things are, because I guarantee you, if one year you weren't out there doing hot dogs and soda, there'd be 800 people on Facebook going, where the hell were the Dad's Club this year? You know, and not realizing though, if you know, in case ever, you know what I'm saying, that we could have just supported and joined and kept helping this thing grow and never worry about it. You know,
we work along with the village on the parade, and
really cool.
Of course, the village is working with the Ladies Auxiliary on the trunk or treat. So
that's awesome.
We've been close to the village for the 70 years we've been in existence.
That's really cool. And then what else happens throughout? I know that you brought a sheet of some of the events that happens.
Well, this is the Saturday bingo, and this is the Colorball.
Let me see that sucker real quick if it's okay. Oh. You didn't tell me you could win really big in bingo, too.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder they're bringing their trolls out. You know, this is incredible. So no food or drinks brought in because you can buy it there. You need to support. Must bingo on last called number. None of that late. Oh, there is nothing that gets my blood boiling more than that. Those late callers get on my nerves. And 4 corners does count as a regular bingo. No one under 18. Must have correct tally to win. The minimum payout on multiple bingos is $5. Oh, no smoking or vaping allowed. That, you know, that's a good thing too, because in bars people are still doing that, and it's really good.
It's against the law now.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, no one's really following it. Yeah, in St. Louis, there was a big thing going on about that right now. So this is really cool. How much are the payouts? I'm looking at this, and this is where I'm kind of starting to get a little blushful here. I'm looking at 50, 50, 80, 150 for Wild Star Raffle, Lucky Game 7, $90. I mean, we're talking some good fun playing here.
There's a couple of $200 ones in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right here. And then you got Coverall Progressive or above at $200 or $500. I'm in. Get ready. It's coming. I'm coming to the Dad's Club because I think that this could be a really great one. Just fun to really be a part of this, though, and honestly do good for the community, because when you realize, yeah, it's great to win some money and go have a few drinks and go have fun, it's a lot better when you realize that you're able to help, support the Halloween events and the, other things y'all do throughout the year. And so once again, what's the best way to reach out if somebody wants to join the group? Is there an email, website? What's the best way to reach out for that?
Well, we have a Dad's Club, South Roxana Dad's Club Facebook page. We don't have a website.
Okay.
They're costly.
They are costly.
And of course, we have the pub now. It's open from 3 to 12, 7 days a week.
Oh, it is 7 days a week.
And anybody can stop in there and pick up an application, and for the Dad's Club. And then, of course, we'll interview them before we put them before the membership. And
really cool.
We try to get people that want to do good for the community. And
that's really cool. And now, is the pub open to the public?
Pub is open to the public 7 days a week, 3 to 12.
Always like to ask that because sometimes folks get a little nervous when they hear about a club. But honestly, think about this. This is a home. I mean, I'm not even trying to patronize you because you're both bigger than me here, in the studio.
Not only that, CJ. A lot of people they don't even know we exist there, because we're in this little small community. Population 2,000 people, and we're a low-income community. We've always kind of had a bad reputation, as being the little town next to the refinery.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, I'm from Alton, and that's just about the same. Oh,
and don't forget, we had our big needy family blockade last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
and that's to give people food at Christmas time. Also, the Needy Family Fund assists people with electric and water bills.
It's really important.
All year long.
Well, and see, that's what I think it's so great to highlight, because South Roxana, I see the Facebook posts, when there's a big storm coming in and you got everybody out there, trying to help each other. And it's, to me, it's that old Americana way of being a neighbor, and I mean that with the most respect, because a lot of communities don't have that kind of bond, and to have organizations like your guys that are doing this and everyone else is great.
To give you an example, I grew up in Wood River, but then I settled out in South Roxana about 28 years ago. Well, year after I moved into South Roxana, we had that big straight line wind that came through, and I mean, it devastated the whole town, and there was people out with chainsaws and neighbors helping neighbors. That's what community is about, or should be about.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by today. We'll see you on November the 6th for Colorball. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Emily will take care of that, but it's 11 o'clock and time for me to say so long for now. We'll see you on Tuesday with more of our daily show. Until then, just try your best to stay out of jail.
What a one-way ticket back to the light.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off dog walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
Welcome back to our daily show at 10:06 on this Halloween Monday, the 28th day of October. Taj Peoples joins us in the studio now, running for mayor.
Yes, sir.
So we were just talking before we came back on a little bit about what you're doing and how the race is going for you so far. And man, you're working and running your own campaign, and I love this. So when did you decide to do this?
So I'm gonna be honest. Like I think I started to run for mayor 3 years ago. When I seen it, but I didn't want to, I just wanted to observe, you know what I'm saying, see how the race went. So I seen how the race went, and I know I can do way better than what's been going on in the community and everything that's going on right now today.
Well, take me through your background a little bit. Some of the groups you've been a part of, organizations, you named a few, and just to get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah, so I used to volunteer actually here at the Riverbend Community Center. I used to volunteer for the Salvation Army. I participated in a group called Aces for Youth. I'm currently in a group right now called I See Men, but it's like for East St. Louis, it's not for Alton, so it kind of really don't matter because it's not on.
But you know what I think, honestly, man, not to argue with you on this because it's such a good point, but I think it does matter because just for folks to know a little bit about what you're doing and some of the groups, that's good to know about.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So whenever you're a younger guy and honestly, there's so much that goes into, knocking on the doors and having, all of those, character traits. What do you think helped you develop, that kind of sense to be able to go, I'm putting myself out there? Because it's easy to sit on the sidelines and talk all you want. But when you're running in the driver's seat, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's way different. And that's actually what's going on. A lot of people are just saying that they want to make change, they want to make a difference, but they're not doing anything. So I said, I might as well run for mayor and just do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and sit comfortably in your home and just let me go out here and do all the hard work so that you can have a safer environment, a cleaner environment, and we can have more to do for Alton.
Absolutely. And now, what are some of the key issues that you're wanting to focus on? You were just touching on a few of those. Is there a priority on these, or what are you seeing?
My priority is Alton is a thriving community, but we can't make it a thriving society unless we all work together. So I want to support the small businesses so we can make them bigger. We got Swagos, man. Swagos can be like the new Shop and Save, or we don't got Shop and Save no more. So I should say like Snooks or Walmart, but we're not supporting it because it costs too much. But at the same time, it's just like I went to Game Over. I went 3 times. They changed their thing. It was free at first. All you gotta do is buy like a sandwich. Then it was like $11 per hour. Now it's like $20 and you get like 80 credits. So I feel like a lot of people are saying, oh, that's too expensive. That's too expensive. But my thing about it is you guys would go like outside of the city as far as Fairview Heights or St. Louis and go to Chuck E. Cheese's and spend that, kind of money, or go to Dave & Buster's, but you won't support it in your community. So once he gets the support and gets more people coming in, he can start to adjust his prices more accordingly. So we just got to support those small businesses.
It's a good point to make. I mean, honestly, I say it all the time where, we'll have someone come on the show and they'll get tens of thousands of views and then no one will share it locally. But the moment that they're on Fox 2 for 30 seconds, the whole world and
the whole world,
it's like, oh, thanks for,
Why are we not supporting our own community? It doesn't make any sense. I do have more ideas that I want to do as well. Like I want to make a building called Information, and it's going to have 3 different points. So the first point is to get information on stuff that we can't look up online that we need more knowledge on. So it would give us the knowledge. Secondly, as far as cleaning up the streets, we can have the homeless work, out of that building or whatever, and then it would provide a place for them to stay. Mm-hmm. So they'll just be working for the organization as far as like doing concrete, doing all type of things like that, and then they have a place to stay while they're working. You know what I'm saying? But everybody gets off days, so they'll still have 2 off days.
So with that, because that's an interesting point. So with that, would they be just picking up trash? Would it be labor jobs in your mind?
The information I really want to, it's going to have 3 sides. So the third part is for the people who are young and don't have the experience. It's going to give them experience to get into like a trade that they want to get into, like welding or like we can't pay them. Right, but we can still teach them the knowledge on how to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm trying to be a welder, I'll go take the classes. I'll learn how to be a welder, and then eventually I can go get a job that's gonna let me weld. So it's just more about just getting the training down. So we'll train the homeless people. We'll give them a place to stay, food to eat and stuff like that. And then they can get off the streets. And then also, we can clean up the streets.
Absolutely.
By doing that.
It's an idea, man. It's a good one.
Sir.
It's a good thought to think about at least, and have those conversations on what it would mean.
Put that in place.
Yeah. And when you're knocking on doors and you're having those conversations, what are those constituents telling you about?
Ooh, honestly, a lot of them agree with me. They're like, "What? Like, okay, cool. Like, you want to get back to like the needy, help the homeless. What about the people who's not homeless but they're just like in between?" I said, "Okay, we got something for them too. Let's come down here to the information because I want to name the building Information. Come down to the building to the information, and then we'll guide you on the right path.
Right.
We would have mentors that can like a lot of parents. They're struggling with their kids, doing all type of things or whatever that they don't want them to do. So we have mentors that can guide them towards the right path. So it's just like, why do we have mentors and we don't have the students for the mentors? Like we have a lot of the students, but they don't either have the knowledge on how to reach out to the mentors or they just don't care enough. So let's make them care. Let's tell the youth that, hey, we see y'all. You're going through a lot, so let's help y'all.
Well, and with that being said too, with that conversation of youth and being engaged, and I'm sure folks are like, that is a great idea, because my whole thought about platforms and policy and ideas are, if you aren't thinking about it, then it's never going to change anyway. So
that's
all thoughts are good, and they lead into a positive direction because they start a conversation.
Right.
And when you're knocking on doors though too, how that point alone kind of falls into 3 different sectors, because you're kind of talking about homelessness, you're talking about crime, because it all goes in, not saying homelessness causes crime, but saying that they're talking about hey, these folks that are maybe on probation that could have a different outlet, or the homeless folks that just need that opportunity, or unhoused folks that need that opportunity to learn and get better. It kind of goes into that same gap. And now whenever they're talking to you, they mention the roads at all? I'm just curious.
Yeah, a lot of people do mention the roads, and I say like, I can't do anything right now because I'm not in office, but we would have those homeless people trained on how to do concrete, and then we'll fix those roads. A lot of the roads they don't want to fix because it ties to all in history. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to fix them.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, with that too, though, I mean, with where you have like a point of contact that's running the project, and you're just so, I mean, for the people that aren't too much trained, you'd have like a team there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to figure that. Yeah, that's cool.
I have my team.
Yeah.
Right? I have my team. But I
get it.
I support myself, but I still have a lot of supporters, and I'll say that support me.
No. I meant with this project, like because you were talking about the unhoused, like doing concrete and stuff. Would there be like a point team that would be directing each project?
Of course.
Oh, that's what I meant. Okay, because I was just trying for the audience that are trying to connect it. I wanted to make sure that that's a good point.
I mean, like in order to be able to teach people concrete, we need somebody to actually know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the building will have 3 different sides. So one would be the teaching, one would be the information, and then one would be like, for the homeless to be able to get involved. We want the youth to gain more experience. We want the homeless to have more opportunities, and we just want to clean the streets up.
So, and that's a great, I mean, honestly, man, that's why I wanted to make sure it was known, just so, people knew a little bit more about that 2 + 2 to get to 4, man. It makes sense.
Yeah, that's my biggest catchphase. 2 + 2 is 4. Like, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Yeah.
There you go. So, what really, whenever you're watching this, kind of happen, you're in the city, in your opinion, a lot of people's opinions, not doing as well as we can.
Right.
Was there a final kind of like not?
Straw.
I don't want to say straw because that always sounds like it's a violent thing. But like, was there a final like kind of kicking the can down the road? Or that you just said, you know what?
It was. I mean, time after time, we see these politicians run for mayor, and they promise so much. And starting off, they might do it. Like I know Walker when he first started, he came in saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do this and that." In the first year, he kept his promises, but then he realized that he could say no. Right? So once he realized he could say no, he started turning down new businesses. He started turning out new ideas that we had. And then he wanted to wait until it was time to get reelected to start doing more stuff. I feel like, David's doing the same thing right now. He came in with so many promises or whatever, not fulfilling a lot of them. And then now that he sees the races coming again, now he's trying to build new apartment projects or whatever. It's just like, why wait till you're about to get reelected to do stuff? Do stuff the whole time that you're, in the running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get 4 years to make a change. Don't wait till like the last year to say, "Oh, let's do this and that." What? That's preposterous.
So, just to follow up, just because we like to make sure we're getting everything across, is there any business that you know of that was specifically turned down from both either the previous administration or David Goins?
Yeah, so I'm actually reaching out to them right now. We're in the process of getting something going on.
Okay.
So I don't want to spoil all the fun that we could have had for the community, but I'll definitely go into more detail another time because I do want to come back.
And I just wanted to ask you that just because it's always proper for me to follow up on those
I don't want to say the ideas that people had and somebody else takes them. You know what I'm saying? I want to reach out to the original people that have the ideas and give them an opportunity to come back to the community and give back. And then once we get that in the work, then I'll come forth and go about it. I don't want to spoil anything that can make on just amazing city.
But there's no is there a specific person that that was turned down by both administrations?
I don't know personally.
Okay.
I'll say that, but I mean we know the people who got turned down.
Okay.
We have to do a lot of homework to find out this stuff.
Yeah,
but,
and that's what I'm saying. Not arguing with you, just because it's always good to kind of make sure we clear that. But I really like the excitement that you bring because with this, I mean, no one that's this young ever decides to run for office, man.
Right?
And it is not easy.
Right. Trust me, it's not easy.
But what led you, do you think, being so comfortable in this? Because you aren't acting like somebody who's a little bit younger running for mayor, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have a little bit of a, I don't want to say it. Yeah. It's really interesting, man, and I really mean that.
I'll say a lot of people in the community have drive, but one thing they don't have is the gas. So I want to be the person that give everybody the gas so that they can, be able to drive. That's really what I want to do. A lot of people have ideas, but they don't have and that's why I want to build the information. Okay, how can you turn your idea into a business? We want more new businesses in Alton, but we also want to support the businesses that's already here so they can, bring in new revenue. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If we support the small businesses, they become big enough to where we have more revenue. Now we can open up new businesses and just, make on the thriving community. That's what it's all about. I feel like because I'm young, people think that I'm underexperienced or whatever, but I've been doing this since 2013 in the streets trying to, make it a better place. But it seemed like every time we'll get to a point where we feel like we're going to where a dead end. Dead end. So we got tired of the dead ends and said, how about we just run for mayor, right? And then we won't have any dead ends because the approval have to come through me. So it's just we're tired of the dead ends. So we just want to be able to make on just the community that we know it is.
And do you have a moment to stick around, man?
Oh, of course.
We're going to take a quick pause here, 10:18, a little bit of change. More of this conversation coming down the pipeline with mayoral candidate Peoples right after this.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkins scream in the dead of night. This is Halloween, everybody make a scene. Trick or treat till the neighbor's gonna die of fright. It's our town, everybody scream. In this town of Halloween. I am the one hiding under your bed. Teeth ground sharp and eyes glowing red. I am the one.
1021, welcome back to this 28th day of October. It's Monday morning in downtown Alton. I haven't had a day off in a while, so I'm really excited. And it's not John's fault upstairs. I just want to make this clear, Taj. I had to coach soccer, so I'm excited to say that after I talk with you and Mary Cordes from Hayner, we'll be wrapping it up and calling it a good Monday. But you know, I really, and I've said this on the show, it takes a lot to put your name on the petitions and to go knock on the door. And being a little bit younger, you know, I'm sure the question gets asked of you, you know, well, do you have the experience level? And, you know, take me through that, because it seems like just talking to you during the break, you do have a team around you that really is propelling you and gonna, you know, really help elevate that. And you're only as good as your team anyway.
Right. So, honestly, like I said, I've been doing this since 2013. I've been on the streets making a change or whatever, but not big of a change, because each time we try to make a change, we run into like a dead end. So the team that I have now consists of millionaires. I have 2 millionaires on my side. We're on the way of working on a third one. I don't want to say who the third one is, because we're supposed to protect the people who, like, if I don't actually make it as the candidate, I want to protect them. I don't want the, you know, people that's already in office to try to attack the person saying, oh, you tried to go against us or whatever. So I want to protect the third one. But my team consists of 2 millionaires, possibly a third, and just a bunch of, like, you know, people that's motivated and hungry to make change. A lot of people want to make change, but when they actually come to doing it, that's when they freeze up, or they might not know the steps to you know, be able to change. So I don't want to judge them based on that, but I feel like if we all came together as a society, we can really be thriving. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, just come together and let's, you know, so you see somebody trying to, people my age all the time, you know what I'm saying, normally, you know, would go down a different path. I'll say that.
Well, I wanted to ask you about that, because you and I are both younger.
Right.
You know, you graduated 3 years before I did, because I graduated in 2017. But, you know, I always get so tired of being on the show and hearing about how, because I do the community calendar. If you look during the weekends, there's like 60 different things to do every day. But it seems like people our age go, well, why the heck are we even, and why the hell are we in Alton? You know, I could go to St. Louis, or I can go to Georgia or Atlanta, or I can go to Florida, or I can go to LA or New York.
And that's facts.
But I want to ask you this, because it seems like you've created quite a life for yourself, living here in this area, and we're able to have the same opportunities you would have if you moved to a bigger city. And I wanted to touch on that, because it seems like young people maybe just don't realize that we have a rich history, we have all this greatness around us. Of
course.
You know, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is, I feel like as far as people don't have the information, you know what I'm saying? Or they go to their friends first and say, hey, I want to do this. And what your friends say when they first start off, oh, yeah, I'll support you. And then, but then when you actually do it, you know, they don't support.
That's
so it's just like no, and I'm being serious though.
I gotta say this. This is the first time I've ever told the political candidate they were right on my show, because you are right. Your friends are always gonna go, "Oh man, that's a great idea," and then you call them and it's like, "Well, actually, my dog's nephew got sick and I can't get
just whatever excuse they can make." You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I had to really go outside of my friends, make connections, let them see my thoughts and my views or whatever, just to pull them in to get the support from my friends, because my friends saw that they'll support somebody when they see it's cool to support somebody. You know what I'm saying? They'll wait till it's too late. Like why not be the moment that made the change instead of like waiting till the change happened and then try to hop on board? No, help me make the change, and then we all can like laugh in the glory together. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone wants to win. You know, that's the problem. Everyone wants to be on the winning team.
But, and we definitely had so many losses, but as far as winning, you just never give up.
Yeah, exactly.
You never give up.
I love it, because I've always talked about this. You know, it's so funny on election night, because once that darn thing's over, and the next day that phone's ringing about, hey, just wanted to get lunch, you know, but you know, you have to put the work in no matter what the reward is. Because you know what? I think that even losing is a reward, because we got to run for public office and we got people to understand and agree with our platform. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
So even if I lose the race by chance, it still will bring back hope to let people know that they can at least try to do the goals and dreams that they want to chase. But a lot of people are too afraid to even do that.
So I got to ask you, what is there a specific individual, organization, or event that you think maybe kind of changed your perspective on leadership, or maybe kind of helped aid into that? Because it really does. I mean, you're just talking about some of these groups you're working with. I could only imagine the conversations you're having with the folks that you're serving. Do you ever think about those conversations, and does that help you kind of direct what your policy or platform is going to be? Because I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, they're lost. Like, they don't really know what they want to do or whatever. So overall, I just want to be a beacon. You know what I'm saying? So I made my own design. I made it pink for breast cancer awareness month or whatever. But this is my sign, and this is gonna be a beacon. Like it's a troll. He has wings. He has the M on his pants for mayor, and he has a microphone, letting people know that I'm gonna be the voice of the people. I'm gonna be able to. And I really consider myself a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because I was raised by older people, telling me a lot of knowledge. So I have a connection with the older generation, but I'm also young enough to have a connection with the younger generation. So I always consider myself a bridge, and I'll be able to, close the gap between older generations and younger generations. So I feel like I'm just going to be that beacon.
Well, and honestly, it's really good to have you on the show, because every candidate, and I've said this, everyone has an open invitation. Some have already been on the show, some have not, but it's good to know who you are as a person too, because news media, and that's what I hate about this thing now, not this show, but other shows, is you get 5 minutes. And it's like, well, how do you really get across 5 to 10 minutes what you want to say? So have an extended get to know you a little bit, because listen, you're learning every day. And now I got a question for you. Do you have any idea what day one would look like if there is a victory on election night?
So day one, you won't see too much change, because Alton has been through so much. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't realize that since Alton been through so much, I have to literally go through every single thing that was wrong with the society and change it. So day one won't look like, too much of a victory. But by that first year, you're going to see the change. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything takes time, but you got to be willing to put in that time and put in that effort. And a lot of people don't want to put in that time and effort, but I'm definitely here to put in that time. I'm definitely, here to put in that effort.
Yeah, and now do you have a campaign website or social media?
No, so right now we're just doing everything just locally. We're not doing any online or anything like that. We wanted to cut down the costs, for the campaign. So if I didn't make it or whatever, we wouldn't lose too much, money or whatever. But it brings in new revenue, you know what I'm saying, automatically. So a lot of people, they're afraid because I'm younger, I might not have new ideas or whatever, but it's because I'm younger, I have fresher ideas, I have new ideas, I'm not corrupted by politicians, you know what I'm saying? So voting for somebody younger is honestly the best way to go.
And honestly, I can't thank you enough for having this conversation, and really just I'm excited to see how this race goes for you. And you're welcome back anytime. That microphone's open for you and any other candidates as well. But just hearing you a little bit, and I've told young people this, quit going to social media and going to all these things and letting people know how you feel. If you really want to make a change, you got to do it.
You got to do it.
And it's not going to be fun sometimes, but if you really want something, you do it. And I hats off to you.
Build you a team too.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people don't realize that like doing stuff yourself is like it's really hard. But if you have a team that can support you, oh my goodness, you can achieve so much.
My favorite speech I ever gave was to a group of students. I said, you can either sink like the Titanic or together as a team, you'll reach those prosperous fields of gold. You know, that's really all it is. I mean,
I think
really
my favorite catchphrase is Dr. Martin Luther King had a dream. I have a vision. He died for his dream. So what do you think I'll do for my vision? I think that's my favorite motto to say.
You know, and honestly, Taj, thank you so much for your time and really for making it work, because I know that, man, I get so many texts. I was like trying to respond to you, and you really bent your schedule to me today, and I really appreciate that. And honestly, best of luck with everything. You're welcome back,
Thank you
and
so
keep me
much.
updated on the campaign.
Thanks for having me, man. It was really a pleasure being on here.
The April 1st consolidated election in 2025 is coming down the pipeline faster than you can ever imagine. The general election, folks, is in 8 days. We're almost here. And Taj, thank you for joining us. We'll have everything in a write-up, and we'll make sure we connect everybody.
Okay, thank you so much.
10:30 on the nose. Mary Cordes, Hayner Library, Beyond the Shelves next.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today. and let us help you with your next project.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Oh, here we go, 10:35. Boom, Mary Cordes in studio. It must be the either first or last Monday of the month.
It feels like even on the first Monday of the month, it felt like the last Monday of the month. You know what I mean? So it's the last Monday of the month.
So with that being, it's true. Oh my goodness, Mary and I were just saying the same thing, folks. October felt like a whole year in itself.
Oh, it does. I know. Everybody says, oh, the holidays are so busy, but I always feel like October. You know, like the heat of the summer's broken. Everybody's back in school, but you're just kind of ready for fall, and everybody, all the programs and all the fundraisers.
I'm
and
going
all the
to
fall
create a
fests
calendar.
And, yeah.
I'm going to create we have one, and I'm being facetious. We have a calendar that I wish people would use for their events, just to see what else is going on that Saturday, because there is so much going on.
And there's so much good stuff,
Yes,
too.
it's
And
all
you're
good.
kind of like squirrel. Like, I mean, you want to go to this. At least we do. I want to go to this, and I want to go to that, and I want to support this group, and I want to support that group. But things are happening at the same time,
goodness.
and it's the same for us, too.
Well,
It's
and I
just-
mean, you had your fall retreat. Was that
we had
last
a
week?
fall reading retreat, yep, on the 18th, and that went really well. People really enjoyed it, and we'll be having another one in the winter. So
How's the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, it's going well too. Yeah, people are really enjoying it. That goes through the end of the month. So you just have a couple more days for the adult scavenger hunt, and also just a couple days left for the Illinois Heart and Library System crawl. And that has been, people have been coming into the library like crazy. It's really fun. We've had entire staffs of libraries going to other libraries.
That's
and
really
it
cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Now, do you
So-
guys ever have a chance, not to cut you off, with other libraries to go and do like an intermingling or a networking?
So we do. We have a lot of different groups. We have like a young adult group. We have a children's group, and we have an adult group that meets staff from those libraries get together, and it's really great because it's really nice to network and you know, like make a connection with another library. So if a patron says, you know, I'm going to be going to such and such library or wherever, you're like, oh, I know that staff person. Let me call them and see what they can help you with, or you know, knowing their collection. It's really great.
This is really cool.
And sharing ideas too, because a lot of the ideas that we get, we
Yeah.
share with each other, and you know, it's really great because one program might work in one town, and you think, well, I can modify that to work here, you know, at Hayner.
I just want to
and
say
it's
something.
fun.
St. Louis stole our idea.
Oh,
I will
really?
I am going to throw it out there.
Oh,
I
which
have been
idea?
I have been our Beyond the Shelves. The former radio station I worked for happened to have a segment going on for a while with the St. Louis County Library System.
Oh.
I had the Beyond the Shelves segment first. Just wanted to throw that one out there.
We're trendsetters. We're trendsetters.
All righty.
Yeah.
But, you know, what I think's cool, though, because I see those events, and because you see all the different libraries,
Mhm.
but it seems like it gives you all an opportunity to learn about those newer events or things people are trying, but
Yeah.
how it would fit for that specific size of your district.
Yep, it's great, and that's the thing. They're all scalable. So you know what's wonderful about our library system is we have libraries, and Hayner's one of the largest. I think we're the second largest besides Decatur in our entire library system.
What?
Right.
You never told me that before.
So we're one of the bigger, but we have really small libraries too. I mean, just a couple hundred people in their town. And what's great about our programs is they're scalable. So you see something that went really well in maybe a smaller rural library, and you think, we can expand upon that and bring it to a bigger scale here at Hayner. Or what's really great is they can see one of our programs and they can scale it down to fit theirs. And what's really great too is that we help each other. So you know, they might call and say what worked, what didn't work, because it's almost more important what didn't work, so that you can modify it and make it easier for your patrons.
Okay,
So.
squirrel moment, because I'm on your website. I have got to go. I have never in my life said, and I will be honest, I have got to get this book.
Okay.
I have got to read it. It made eye contact with me.
Now I'm scared. I don't know which one it is.
Carrie, no, Christmas Crimes at the Mysterious Bookshop. 12 Tales of Seasonal Suspense set in the world's oldest mystery book. I have got, like, that immediately was like, that's a new arrival.
Yeah. So we've got a really great feature on our website. Were you on the homepage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love
when you
this.
go to our homepage, at the bottom, there is a feed, and it's all the new materials that
Right
are
there.
coming in. And so, so you can just scroll through, and what's really cool is it links it to the card catalog. So all you have to do is click on it,
Oh, here,
and
we'll
it'll
click
tell
on
you whether it's available. It'll tell you which library it's available at, and if it's not available, you can request it. And even if it is available, you just click on request, and then we pull it off the shelf and get it ready for you, and then we call you, text you, or email you when it's time to pick it up, and you can either come in and pick it up, or we do curbside pickup too. So
0 of 1 available. So what does that mean?
so that means I got to put my glasses
Oh,
on.
it's I zoomed out. Hold on, I got to zoom out.
You'll see on it says Downtown Library. It's out, and it tells you
Yeah.
the due date. So that means that there's one library that owns it, which is the one, and 0 are available because it's checked out.
You better get that book back.
Yeah. But the one says transferred, so that means it's on its way to someone who requested it. So you can very easily put yourself on the list for that. And then when it comes in, we will call you, text you, or email you and tell you it's in.
You know what's interesting? And I'm not being funny or patronizing, I mean this. I have noticed that reading has become a very engaged hobby again.
Yes.
Because have you know, like 10 years ago, you couldn't have caught a kid on a book if your life depended on it.
Right. And it depends too. Like there's so many books that capture people's imaginations too. So like we had the Harry Potter craze, and then we had the not Game of Thrones. Well, Game of Thrones, which is a book series. The Twilight series. All of those. When you can
Hunger
capture
Games.
Hunger Games. That's the one. When you can capture people's attention, and then you're like, okay, well, if you like this, you might like this. And once you become a reader, it's just you just want more and more and more and more.
So
I have 4 books. Yesterday I walked in our living room, and I had a stack of 4 books with 4 different bookmarks, and I thought, I don't know which one I want to read first, but I want to read. You want to read, and it's taken off.
It's really cool, and that's why if you guys have a chance, just go to the homepage and you'll see all the new arrivals. And I like that. I mean, you guys really have the Heartland system too, just a really good producing system.
Yep.
Because not everyone's a producer, and when you have books coming out ahead of time for Christmas and new seasonal things too.
Yep. And in our newsletter, we always have. There's a page on our newsletter that's forthcoming books, and so you can see all the. And they're the bigger authors, the things that we think people will be really interested in. So you can get yourself on the list.
You mean this newsletter?
Yes, that newsletter. You can get yourself on the list way ahead of time. There it is, new and forthcoming books.
My God. I thought that. So I'm not. You're gonna get so mad at me. I have thought for a long time that this was not books. I thought those were volunteers.
Oh no!
Like I'm not because I don't read it. I just kind of skim through it.
No,
I
those
am
are
being
all the
a
new books that are coming out. And you can put yourself. You can put yourself on the list for those. And then we have another cool feature if you're a reader. It's called Wowbrary, and so you can weekly they send an email to your inbox, and it's also on our Facebook page. Every week, there's a list of all the new materials that have come specifically to Hayner. So if we've added it in our catalog, you can look to see, and it links to the card catalog. You just click on it and request it. So it's wowberry.org.
Hey, you know what we haven't talked about in a while? Dial-A-Story.
Oh, Dial-A-Story. So I'm glad you mentioned that because we've added some new features to it. So you can call. It used to be that you called.
Wasn't planned.
No, it wasn't. So you can call, and it used to be when you called, you got a story read to you. It was a really great service, but we have added new stories so that you can call and you get, I think it's up to 5 stories at a time.
Wow.
And they're for young readers, but we've also added a second level of more older children. So chapter books.
Oh, cool.
So you can call
yeah.
and listen, and we read a chapter book to you. So you
Really
can stay
cool.
on as long as you want to listen to the whole chapter book, or call periodically and get a new chapter read to you.
How long's
So
the book? Now, because I've never thought about that portion.
It can take a while. A chapter book can take a while, but that's kind of the fun part of it too. You think, oh, I'm gonna maybe listen to it for a little while tonight. Maybe I'll listen to it a little while tomorrow.
Does it save your phone number?
Like
how? So do you have to resume it?
You'll have to call back and resume it. So
interesting. I love that. That's so fun.
Yeah. And if you are a family or a parent, and you're wanting, we have the Dial-A-Story, but we also have something for kids called Tumble Books. So Tumble Books, the app you can download. with your library card, and you can access children's ebooks and games and puzzles, and they're all education. You know, they're entertaining, but they've been vetted by educators too, so you don't have to worry about your kids stumbling across something, you know, that like on the internet, you never quite know what they're getting. These are all family approved stories, so you know if you don't feel bad just handing your device to your child.
You know, it's so scary anymore. I mean,
the
even
internet
if you
can be a wonderful tool and it can be a terrifying tool.
I really, that's my big hope is they start to figure out how to get rid of some of this programmatic issues that are really starting to affect. You know, one thing that you guys always showcase and share and are a part of is Wreaths Across America. And I know that we're still a little bit of ways away, but it's still good to let people know. Margaret Hopkins will join me in a couple of weeks and fill us more in on this. But what's the library's role in
So people
this?
always ask that. Why is that in the library newsletter? Because we do so much with the city cemetery through Vintage Voices.
How was that, by the way?
It was fantastic. It was actually a record number of people came out for Vintage Voices.
That's awesome! Yes!
So, yeah, and so the library's role in Vintage Voices is to provide the research for all of the decedents that are reenacted. And so because we are involved with the city cemetery, and Wreaths Across America takes place at the city cemetery, we wanted to make sure that people knew about that as well. So yeah, that is, you can buy a grave, I believe it's a wreath that you can put on the grave of a veteran that's in the cemetery.
The story of my career is still when Margaret Hopkins said that they helped Uvalde that year.
Yes.
That brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it. It just really shows too how powerful that event is too.
And you know, back to really quickly this Wreaths Across America too. If anybody's ever interested in going to any of the cemeteries in Madison County and visiting them, especially something like the city cemetery with the Lovejoy statue and Lovejoy's grave and all that, we actually have grave maps of all the cemeteries in Madison County. So you can come to the library. It's also on our website under the genealogy tab, and you can see all of the maps of all the cemeteries. So that's another reason why we include that in the newsletter.
Can people find their relatives that way? Are they marked?
Yep. They're marked. You can come in the genealogy library, and we've got kind of grave listings. But just the maps with the tombstone numbers and that, those are on our website. So
see, now that's good to know for so many people.
Yeah.
And that's become a new, not a new thing, but it's become a reimagined discovering their family's tombstones.
Yes.
I've noticed that there's even individuals that go and clean some that haven't been maintained. I think that is cool too.
I think it's really neat. And you know, I mean, it used to be that families would go to a graveside and they would visit it, they would clean it, they would have a picnic, they would put flowers on it in Decoration Day, that kind of thing. So yeah, and I've heard of organizations and groups where people will volunteer to go through cemeteries and clean off graves.
It's really nice.
Just maintain them. You know, you may not have a family member.
Well, and we have walk Alton Cemetery. I mean, that's what these people.
The city cemetery, it's beautiful. I mean, it's
beautiful,
truly beautiful,
but it's an historic landmine. I mean, it's honestly amazing because just talking to Lacey about some of the Vintage Voices folks, but just seeing some of the. I mean, you're walking by some people that really made a difference.
They really did. They really did, and that's what I love about Vintage Voices. There's all these stories of people you didn't know were in the cemetery, but even just taking a walk, like, you know, if you think we're gonna go take a walk and, you know, walk at the mall or whatever, which is great, but go to the cemetery. I mean, because it sparks conversations. You're like, well, look how old that is, or that was the year that my grandmother was born. Let me tell you about my grandmother. Or honestly, I one time was doing some rehab, so I was walking again. And I decided, well, you know, I have to practice walking, so I might as well do it. I went to the city cemetery, and it was just this really peaceful, beautiful,
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Beautiful afternoon. You know, I would walk for half an hour around the cemetery, and it was just really peaceful. There's so many beautiful trees and plants, and it's just a really lovely place.
For most people, honestly, you can't. Cemeteries are perfect for that because you aren't on your. I mean, very few people are on their phone, you know, doing something in a cemetery.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really helps. I think for folks, because I've done that too, where it just puts it back into perspective because we're all going 3,000 miles an hour.
Yep, exactly.
You know,
exactly.
and that's kind of a good thing. Now, speaking of genealogy, Saturday, December 7th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., we have an open house.
Yes.
at the Genealogy and Local History Library. And I'm excited for this. So this is going to be a Victorian inspired. I do get paid. Holiday Wonderland. Cookies, lemonade, brand new Genealogy and Local History puzzle. What?
Yep. In fact, we've got a new puzzle out. So every year we decorate the Genealogy and Local History Library. And Renee Johnson does such a beautiful job.
She's awesome. I love Renee.
She's fantastic.
A good lady.
And it is so beautiful. And I mean, the building is beautiful on its own anyway, but then you add all of these Victorian Christmas decorations to it, and it's just such a beautiful place. The fireplaces are lit, the stockings are hung by the chimney with care, that kind of thing.
And the hopes that CJ will soon be there.
And there's refreshments, and there's local history puzzles out for people to do. It's just a beautiful place to come spend some time. Make a Christmas card.
Yeah. Folks, seriously, it's a good place. If you have to study or anything, it's
beautiful.
There's no place better because there's not a lot of light directly in your face.
Right.
The way it's set up, it's beautiful on the inside.
Yeah,
the architecture's amazing.
Stunning. Yeah, we had a group of librarians in last week for the crawl, and they were like, "Wait, you get to spend your day here?" I'm like, "Yeah, we do. It's beautiful."
Hold on. We got to stop the press.
Okay.
DIY automotive repair.
Yes.
Hayner has you. You can't just throw this headline out there.
Yeah.
How does this? I'm sorry, Mary. I saw this and I'm like.
This is a database, and honestly, the databases are probably one of my favorite things in our collection, and they are the hardest thing to market.
I love it.
So if you are a car, like a gearhead, or you like working on cars, or you don't know anything like me about cars, you can go to you can go to our website, and it's one of our databases. It's the Auto Repair Source, and it has all kinds. It has diagnostic tools. It has wiring diagrams. It has repair information. If you remember the old Chilton's manuals, it's basically the Chilton's manuals online. It even has something where you can go in and you put in your make model of your car. It'll even tell you how long it should take to repair something. So if your brakes go out and you have to have your brakes repaired and the mechanic says, well, it's going to take me 12 hours of labor to do that, you can use this. This is a diagnostic guide, and it will say, well, really, this should only take 4 hours. I don't know how long it would take. 4 hours to do. So you're not paying 3 times as much. So it's just a really helpful tool all around.
So both for consumers and folks that are that's wonderful. I'm sorry, I just saw that. I'm like, what? DIY automotive repair? The Library of Wheels.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You got a moment to stick around real quick? I got to take one last break at this Monday. We'll come back with more Daily Show. Man, it's great to get some sleep for once. Right after this.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW in Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now, back to our daily show.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
Sorry, we're doing some work. The amount of work I do during a commercial break is staggering. So there's a couple of things coming down the pipeline, and I completely forgot what I was going to ask you about.
Well, we have two. We were talking about our book club.
Oh, I love this.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So this was really cool. There's so many people that, are homebound for an X amount of number of reasons, but they don't have very many opportunities to engage with the outside public.
Exactly. So, I mean, we have our book club that we have at the Old Bakery Beer Company, which, by the way, I'm reading the book for this month. It's going to be in November. It's called James, a novel by Percival Everett. It's a finalist for the Pulitzer Prize. It is spectacular.
Really?
Like, if you're looking for it's a retelling of Huckleberry Finn from Jim's perspective. It is phenomenal, and I'm only 3/4 of the way through
It's
it.
incredible.
And
That
I cannot
sounds
wait for the
great.
end of it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a book recommendation. But shelf care. So we have that book club at the Old Bakery, which is wonderful. And we have a great group of people that come out. But this is one that was started by our reference librarian Johanna. And it's called Shelf Care, and it's a book club that happens whenever, wherever. So it's an asynchronous book club, meaning that there's no dedicated meeting or discussion time, and it all happens on Facebook.
Cool.
So yes, we talk about, no spoilers yet, but we read a new book every 2 months, and then which can be checked out through the library, and then you can go to a particular shelf care Facebook group, and you can completely participate on your own time, on your own schedule, and it's literally people commenting back and forth about this book and about what they like, and it's really great. In October we're reading Silver Nitrate, and then in December we'll be reading The Land of Milk and Honey. So if you go on you can just search for it, Shelf Care Facebook group for Hayner Library, or there's a QR code in our newsletters that you can scan, and it'll take you straight to that. So it's great for people that are busy. It's great for people that might be a little more introverted and don't particularly do well in a group setting where they have to talk, or people like you said that are, for some reason, whatever that reason is, homebound.
Yeah.
It's a really great way for them to
Love it.
to interact with each other.
Well, and that's how you know your local resource is there for you too,
Yep,
because
exactly.
you have to cover everybody.
You do.
And
you absolutely
I love
do.
it.
Yep. So
what else am I forgetting?
So we have the DAR, the friend
yeah.
the friend-raiser open house. So this is going to take place this Saturday from 10 to 12, and it's the Ninian Edwards chapter of the National Daughters of the American Revolution. And you can come to their open house. They'll have experienced researchers available to guide you through the DAR application process. And then they'll also talk to you about the different categories that they have. So it's free. You can just come. You can talk with the people that belong to the DAR and kind of figure out how you can go about doing research, how you could join. They have different categories. So they say there's more general category of patriotic service for things that include like members of the Boston Tea Party, doctors and nurses rendering aid to the wounded, and ministers who gave patriotic sermons and encouraged patriotic activities. So that's something we've done annually, and that will be from 10 to 2 at the Genealogy and Local History Library on Saturday, which is already November, which is crazy.
Just stop.
So
Stop.
I know.
Well, the bad part is I got to plan because everyone knows I take the last couple of weeks off of December because that's dead week. If Jimmy Fallon's off, I'm off because we're almost close in viewership now. So I feel like I can take off.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how do I book all these shows? I got 15 guests to take. But before we go anywhere, because we got a minute left, I love the fact that you have listed everything in your life, not everything, but close to darn near everything in your libraries of things. And It just keeps growing.
It does, and it's about to get bigger, which I'm sure our cataloger is. I can hear her screaming at me from 2 blocks away. I'm about to drop another list of things on her for her to purchase at her own leisure because our cataloger, Lauren Irwin, is a rock star. She is the best cataloger in the world.
That's awesome.
And I'm truly.
No,
I'm
not being
hyperbole.
yeah.
She is the best, and so she.
Well,
has
it's a
to go
crucial
through,
job.
Oh, it's absolutely, because anything that we want to find in the card catalog, if she doesn't catalog it properly, you're not going to find it. But not only that, for the Library of Things, she has to box it all up, put it in containers. She has to make all the labeling, all the packaging, everything for it. So these take a while. So I'm sure she's going to hear this interview and think, oh my, you've got to be kidding me. But we're getting ready to drop another list of things into the Library of Things, in the group of things.
In the newsletter, there's always some really interesting things to talk about, and we'll be talking more because guess what? The first Monday of the month is
back next week.
Monday. So there's 2 things I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
What do I read next?
Yeah.
I think this is really cool that you're at least just informing us about these opportunities.
Yeah, so this is fun. These are our 2 favorite websites that we use for finding books for people. So there's one, if you are a reader of mystery, crime, thriller, spy, suspense novels, you can go to stopyourkillingme.com. I know, you won't forget it. Stopyourkillingme.com. And it's actually my favorite book website because I'm a huge reader of mysteries and spy novels.
Same here.
Yeah, love them. But you can go, you can search by your author. You can search by the character name. You can do a genre search. So if you like thrillers, if you like spy novels, the main character's location. So you can designate, I only want to read books that take place in Scotland, or I only want to read books that take place in Zimbabwe, or whatever.
Yeah.
You can search by the main character's occupation. You can search by, it's fantastic.
That's amazing.
It's fantastic.
That is literally amazing.
And then what makes it even better is once you pull up your author. So let's say Martha Grimes. She's one of my favorite mystery writers. You pull up Martha Grimes, and not only does it give you a 1-sentence synopsis of her character, her book series, it puts every book she's written in order, in publication order, by title, or in the order
Really
that it was
cool.
chronological order. It's fantastic, especially for people that read a lot of series. You think, did I read that one? Did I not read that one? This is the order that they're written. And then the other one is Fantastic Fiction, which is, I believe it's a British site. So it's fantasticfiction.co.uk. And this is for every type of fiction.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is it's the same thing in chronological order. So if you're like Nora Roberts, honest God, probably has like 15 different book series. You can't keep them all straight.
Right.
You can go to find her page on Fantastic Fiction, and it will break it up by series, same way that Stop Your Killing Me does, and then it will break it down by the order that they were written. So it's really very helpful if you read series.
So one final question. What's the Wowbrary?
So Wowbrary is something that you can subscribe to weekly in your inbox, or you can just check out our Facebook page weekly. And it aggregates, so it pulls every single thing that we've added to the Hayner Library catalog for the week. It will send you a list. So, and then it links back to our card catalog. So every week you'll get I believe on Saturdays, you get a list of all the things that were added to the Hayner Library catalog that week, and then you can just click on it. It'll take you straight to the card catalog, and you can request it. So,
hot diggity.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Hayner Library, HaynerLibrary.org. Mary, I'll see you on Monday.
All right.
I'll see all of you tomorrow for a busy Tuesday. Until then, try your best to stay out of jail.